Hey everybody, Some Gadget Guy here, and we've been covering some interesting hybrid systems in the Microsoft ecosystem. For the past month, I've been using Acer's Aspire Switch 10, but we don't do unboxing, so let's get rid of this box and chat about this flexible tablet. The Switch 10 is a 10-inch slate, which comes in 32GB and 64GB flavors, running a full version of Windows 8.1 on a low-power Intel Atom chipset. A quick size comparison, here's the Switch 10 next to a Lenovo Yoga Tablet 2, here's a Switch next to a Surface 2 RT tablet, and the Switch next to my well-traveled Lumia 2520. Walking around the hardware, the front face is dominated by the 1280 by 800 resolution screen. It's an acceptably bright IPS display, which should just about handle outdoor shady situations just fine. But it is outpowered by other slates at slightly higher price points.
As a general trend, this generation of Windows tablets have decent enough front-facing cameras for taking a video call, some type of Skype or video chat type solution. Although I don't think they're going to inspire much excitement from vloggers, podcasters, people looking to produce a little casual content, or looking to jump into live YouTube Hangout. Thankfully, the Switch 10 does shoot 1080p video, but I still haven't been able to find a Windows tablet which can compete with the front-facing camera found on the Surface 2.
Below the screen, we have a decent pair of speakers. We have a whole separate video for you to listen to for the audio quality on the Switch 10. The left side of the tablet is home to the power button, volume rocker, and a 3.5mm headset jack. The right side of the Switch holds the microphone, a micro SD card slot, a mini USB port, HDMI output, and a proprietary charging connector. Yeah, micro USB port and a charge connector. We'll talk about that more in just a bit. The bottom edge of the tablet has two wide ports and a series of pogo pins for the included keyboard dock. Instead of aping ASUS's solution for docking a keyboard with latches or connectors, the Switch uses magnets. It works well enough for keeping the two pieces feeling like one unit, especially able to handle the weight of the tablet without falling apart, with only the slightest hint of wiggle between the tablet and dock. The only issue with this setup is getting a feel for bringing the two pieces together. The first couple times I joined them, I'd accidentally get one latch in and miss the other. Only took a couple days before I had an easy sense of ripping and flipping. The dock features a full-sized USB port, which is fantastically handy to have on this class of tablet, and it allows the tablet to be propped up either laptop style or flipping the screen for more of a standing slate experience. Considering there is no additional battery or storage in the dock, it does a better job of propping up the tablet than I thought it would. The whole affair is a bit top-heavy, but it can handle some comfortable angles and lap usage before tipping over. The keyboard is a nicely laid out typer as it has to line up with a 10-inch screen. It's small, but doesn't feel cramped. The key travel is good, but tactile feedback is a bit on the soft or mushy side. The touchpad is one of the larger solutions I've played with for such a portable slate with nice clicky action on the mouse buttons. This overall build feels solid, if a bit fashionless. It's a practical gadget, meeting a price point, not trying to impress with the thinnest build, but instead on pairing the right experience for the price. General performance is pleasant and smooth. This generation of ultra-portable Windows really has been fun to use compared to the netbooks of old, and scrolling through the UI is an easy affair. I find myself frustrated by fewer lags or stutters than what I might experience on similarly priced Android kit. It holds up well, though not quite as liquidy smooth as what you might find on a current generation iPad. Loading up apps and games gets a benefit from the lower resolution screen not taxing this hardware. Games like Spartan Assault and Asphalt 8 play just fine. Plus, we get the same benefits here as with other Windows tablets we've reviewed in the past, in allowing us to use full-fledged desktop and legacy software. I can't tell you how handy it is on an ultra-mobile gadget to have the option of switching back and forth between apps and full programs. My workflow uses a healthy mix of writing, audio recording, and photo work. Outside of video rendering, I'm able to keep up with more of my workload here than I am able to do on iOS or Android. There are some value-added programs pre-installed on the Switch. Whether you use services like Hulu, eBay, Amazon, they'll be there out of the box. If you consider this bloat, they're easily uninstallable. The storage situation is actually pretty great for this price point, coming with 64GB of storage. Windows cuts far deeper into storage out of the box than Android or iOS. 32GB tablets are something of a bare minimum situation these days, as after converting to binary, formatting, and hiding a recovery partition, you're often left with half of that original bucket of gigs. Moving up to 64GB here means you have a lot more elbow room. Battery life is acceptable, but won't wow many people. The 5700 milliamp hour cell will provide for day-long intermittent use, but when used aggressively will need to be charged at least every night, if not topped off in the middle of the afternoon. It just depends on how hard you hit the CPU graphics and screen brightness, but even trying to hypermile this slate, I couldn't turn it into a 2-day performer. While the battery runtime is just okay, where I do have an issue with the Switch 10 is with power management and recharging it. Remember earlier I said we talked about the micro USB and separate charge port? Well, here we are, reviewing a portable gadget which uses a dedicated proprietary AC adapter. The micro USB port is only for OTG use. Hooking up a flash drive, for example, it cannot be used to recharge the slate. Standardizing cabling is a really important issue for me, as keeping track of separate solutions for basic functionality is frustrating and kind of expensive. The benefit is you can connect a flash drive and recharge at the same time, but the drawback is not being able to recharge through a portable battery when out in the field, a feature I use quite regularly on other tablets. I don't carry around AC adapters anymore, as batteries are often more convenient than hunting for an outlet, but the Switch 10 doesn't get to play that game. So where does that leave us with the Acer Aspire Switch 10? Using this hybrid for about a month, Acer's history for building out netbooks and chromebooks is clear here. They are tactical at delivering an experience at competitive price points. The 64GB Switch 10 with the keyboard included will sell for a street price around $290, undercutting the Lenovo Yoga by about $90 and a 16GB iPad Air 2 by almost $200. There's a lot to like about this kind of practicality, and the low price prevents some of my larger criticisms from becoming fatal flaws. More to the point, instead of resigning myself to reviewing less expensive Windows offerings, I'm really enjoying what this ecosystem is starting to offer, and I think we'll be in really good shape for more competition as Windows 10 starts pushing to consumers. I'll of course leave some links down below this video for more info on the Switch 10 and where you can shop it online. As always, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more videos and reviews like these, and I would not be able to continue producing on this channel if you all weren't sharing my reviews on social sites like Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, and Google+, so keep bringing more cool people to the party. Hit that thumbs up button, and I will catch you all on the next review.